So I'm here in Brunei, and I arrived, and I'm waiting for my other half to get here. She had to take a separate route because she was in another city, and due to our work schedules, we cannot take the same trip together. You know, otherwise we most definitely would have. So it wasn't a matter of money; it was a matter of time conflict. Now, I know Brunei just passed laws on April 3rd this month. This very month, they passed new laws that pertains to homosexuality. You know, adultery. If you're caught having sex with a person of the same, you know, gender, you could be stoned to death. And if you're caught cheating on your spouse, you could be stoned to death. If you're caught stealing, they can cut off your hands. Stuff like that, you know, laws like that. So that really shocked the international community when the Sultan, you know, imposed these. People are calling it draconian, but they imposed these Shariah laws. Okay, so I'm going to talk more about that later. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about that. This is just my arrival video. Alcohol. Okay, it's not sold here in Brunei. Brunei is a very small country, by the way. 400,000 people, very small. It's on Borneo. It shares Borneo Island with Indonesia and Malaysia. Okay, and I'll post maps of it and all that stuff when I do my videos and write my article. You can bring alcohol into Brunei, but you cannot purchase it in Brunei. I just want to make that clear to people like me, other Americans and Brits, Australians. There's probably a lot of Australians that come here, you know, given its location. So, who are not Muslim, you know, and don't understand these laws or are not used to them. So, we're just not getting here to the Empire Country Club. I'm not going to play any golf, but I am going to have a good time. My friend's birthday is coming up on Wednesday, a couple days. And, but yeah, so I want to create a separate video just on Brunei law so that people aren't so scared of this place and think that people are mean here or something, and you know, about the boycotts that are going on and all of that stuff, and who it's really hurting here. It's hurting the common people, putting them out of jobs who rely on the tourism industry to feed their families and such. It's not hurting the Sultan and his people who impose the laws. Okay, so I'm here at the Empire Country Club. Let's see if you can see it. Try to show you around now because I'm in the car, but anyway, we're gonna make a booze run later because I got to get some wine for my friend's birthday so we can celebrate it with class at this 5-star country club. It's the first time I've ever stayed at a country club, you know, so we're gonna have a good time and we're gonna respect the laws. So with that said, I will talk to y'all later and stay tuned. Peace out. This is our room at the Empire Country Club. Now, I'm not going to play any golf, okay, because I'm not a big golfer. But I just wanted to get a video of this. Now, they said that when we leave, we have to lock the balcony. And it's because the monkeys will sneak in and steal stuff and trash the room. There's been a lot of complaints about guests. But, you know, I would almost want that to happen, because I think that'd be really cool to film. I could pretend, I guess, that I forgot and then watch them sneak in just so I can get it on, you know, film, but I'm not gonna do that. These are really nice people. It takes a long time to get checked into these places though, like an hour, you know, just to get checked in. And when you're tired, or at least when I'm tired, I don't make good conversation. Here's the balcony. But I can't be mean and just tell them, you know, leave me alone and I'll call you if I need any questions, have any questions or whatever. Because it is a nice place and you want to be respectable so that you'll be welcome back. It's hot out here, closer to the equator here. So this is our room and we're gonna celebrate Liz's birthday in a couple days. And we're gonna go on a liquor run. And I'll talk about that more later, what that's all about. Empire Country Club, Brunei. We are on a liquor run in Brunei going into Malaysia, okay, with somebody from the resort who does liquor runs. And for each person, we can have two 1-liter bottles of wine and like a 12-pack of beer or something like that. So I'm with my friend here. She finally showed up, and we're at the border right now. Right there is the border. We're going into Malaysia, gonna grab some booze, and then we're gonna head back and watch Game of Thrones. And then tomorrow it's gonna be all about the resort country club. The day after that is her birthday, and we're gonna check out the city. So yeah, peace out. So now we are in Malaysia. We just left Brunei, and we're going into Malaysia for a liquor run because you cannot buy alcohol in Brunei. Okay, it's a very conservative Muslim country, as a lot of people know. And now we gotta walk about 10 minutes to get to the liquor store, and then we're gonna come back with our little yellow card that it permits us to bring booze, okay, into Brunei. You can also bring booze from the airports, you know, coming from like Malaysia or something. If you're flying from Kuala Lumpur, which is where probably most flights into Brunei come from, you can bring alcohol there, but there's a limit, okay? And we'll talk more about it later. So, going on a liquor run. Peace out. So we are in the liquor store that everybody in Brunei comes to get their booze. So we just made a liquor run across the border from Brunei, okay, and we grabbed a couple bottles of wine and 2 12-packs of Heineken, and now we're gonna go find some food, and then we're gonna go across the border, go back to the resort. And so yeah, it's time to get some sleep. We'll be later on after watch Game of Thrones. We just survived our first ever liquor run from Brunei into Malaysia. We got the yellow bags. We're gonna be boozing tonight because this, you know, back home, a lot of the small towns were dry towns, and so even when you went to a nearby town, the liquor stores would close like at midnight. You know, it sucked. So we'd always have to go like a long ways away to a bigger city to get booze, and this is better. This is better than those days back when I was a teenager, you know. So anyway, there's my company, and we're heading out, and we're heading back to the country club. So a lot of stuff to do tonight. Peace out. We are leaving Malaysia and going back into Brunei with our booze. And back there is customs for Malaysia, the border. And we are going into Brunei, back to our country club. There's my hombres. Okay, so it's telling us bon voyage. Can't really see it. So the car comes. Keep walking, I'll catch up with you. But the car comes so we can see it. Bon voyage, Brunei. Got to go through one more custom stop, immigration stop, and then we're going to jump in the car and head back to the country club. So what we did is we jumped the border from Brunei into Malaysia to make a beer run. Okay, and I can say that because, you know, that's how we talk back home. We call them beer runs. And it reminds me of, you know, there's like 3 different checkpoints you got to go through to get to the liquor store, and then you got to fill out, you know, your orange form. You got to come back and you got to show that orange form to one person. You got to show your passport to like 3 different people. There's like 3 different checkpoints, which is cool. It's not a big deal. It's not like there's armed guards around. They're gonna shoot you or something. You just gotta you can only bring so much booze into Brunei, okay? And for each person, it's a 2-liter bottle of wine. Okay, 2 liters worth of, so you can get like 2 1-liter bottles or whatever. Okay, so 2 liters of wine for each person, and a 12-pack of beer per person. So what you do is you go with a bunch of people. Okay, they may not even drink, but you can get more beer in that way. Okay, so this reminds me of living in Illinois, you know, in the USA. For those who are not familiar with Illinois, and fireworks used to be illegal in Illinois. So what would we do to get our fireworks? And to have our illegal, you know, unofficial, the non-municipal sponsored fireworks shows, we would go to either we'd go west into Missouri or east into Kentucky where they were legal. And guess what? right when we crossed the river, on both sides, there were fireworks shops set up, just like there were tobacco shops set up, because tobacco was more expensive in Illinois due to taxes and because it's not grown there. And so that's exactly what we did here. You understand? We went from Brunei, where alcohol is not sold, okay, and we went into Malaysia, where it is sold, and we brought it back legally with filling out the proper forms, showing our passports. And so the Bruneian government knows how much booze we have that we're bringing into the country, and we can only drink it in our room at the resort. We can't go out on the balcony. We have to be in our room, out of sight. Okay. So it's her birthday in a couple days. Lizzie, see Lizzie?
Hi.
And we are going to celebrate her birthday in fashion by getting drunk in the most conservative Muslim country in the world. Okay. So we're on our way back to the country club, and we're going to have a good time. Peace out. We're letting our sweet wine get cold. Yeah. Good stuff. Sweet white wine. So this is our first full day at the country club, and we're going to walk around this huge resort and see all that it has to offer. Maybe see some monkeys. They have a cinema, they have a spa, they have several restaurants. It's just a great big place, so we need to spend a day here. And then tomorrow for Liz's birthday, we will go out on the town and catch all the cool stuff that there is to see there, all the mosques and historical, things. So, we're about to get started.
Hi.
So we are going to get some food, and on our first full day here, and then we're gonna go check out, all the cool stuff that there is to see. So we're off in the elevator, and here we go. All right, so we've got a map of this great big place right here that we're kind of checking out. I mean, we did our research online, but we also have a map, and we have these guys helping us out. We're gonna take a buggy over and get some food at the Chinese restaurant, and then we're gonna go explore this great big place. Here is the Chinese restaurant. You can tell by the red lanterns. Pretty obvious. Oh, look at this.
Good morning.
Hello. Yes, we are at Legong, and we are gonna have some lunch. So. Are they playing country music in a Chinese restaurant in Brunei? That is so awesome. No, actually, it's not country music, it's something else. It has kind of a twang to it, though. All right, here we go. Well, we had a really good dinner, sweet and sour chicken, because they don't sell pork here in Brunei. So, which is cool. I like sweet and sour chicken too. And now we're gonna head over to the cinema and find out what's playing, so we can maybe catch a show while we're here sometime, and then head over to the water, catch the ocean. Whew, man, it's beautiful here. I want to see some monkeys. There's a lot of monkeys out here too. So having a good old time. Off to the cinema. We're cruising on the complimentary golf cart over to the cinema. One of the services that they offer their prized guests. We're headed over to the cinema, just to see what's playing. I'm not gonna watch a movie right now. Okay, thank you. Here at the cinema. Alright, so we're at the cinema. It's also, there's a theater here too. I think they have performing arts. Avengers is coming out tomorrow, which is her birthday. Okay. And Cinema One. Wow, look at this. How you doing? I was just saying what was playing, doing a vlog. I won't keep it on your face. You know, privacy and all that stuff. It's cool. Alright, so let's find out what's playing. Okay, I just found out from this nice young lady right here that Pet Sematary is playing. I was a huge fan of Pet Sematary when it came out in, what was it, 1992 or something? And this is the remake. I watched the first and the second one, the original, and now we're gonna watch the 9:30 show tonight, because today is all about the resort. Tomorrow's about all around town. Okay, what we're gonna do. Sometimes dead is better. I was gonna watch Avengers, but that's what I'm gonna watch now. So my lady friend is just gonna have to like that. Pet Sematary. Sometimes dead is better. So we're at the cinema here at the Country Club, and Pet Sematary, the remake of the original with John Lithgow and whoever else is in it, is playing tonight. And that was one of my favorite movies back in the day. Me and my friends, we had so much fun laughing about that movie. So they made Pet Sematary, and then Pet Sematary 2 come out both in the 90s. I want to say early 90s, and like 91, 92, 93, something like that. And it's playing tonight at 9:30. There's 2 show times. And they also have a performing arts venue here too, but it's closed right now. It's only open seasonal. So I'm so excited that Pet Sematary is playing, and I get to watch it in Brunei, here at the resort, at the cinema. So I think we're gonna go check out the ocean now. It's about time to do that. Performing arts venue is right next to the cinema. There's the cinema, and here is the Empire Theater, the performing arts venue, which is only open seasonal. And I like performing arts, and I've yet to see a Broadway show. I'm going to one of these days, but big fan of the performing arts. And it's all because of the class that I took back at SIU. I think it was Theater 101. Yeah. All right, now we're gonna go check out the ocean. This is the main lobby, by the way. You know, where they have the ballrooms and reception area, and you want to complain about something or give feedback, compliment the staff, what have you. That's the place to do it. Wow. These are probably some of the best suites they have over here. I can hear the fountains. Now I want to hear the ocean waves. Oh, Brunei is so pretty. It is so pretty. And it's hot, but it's not humid. I like that, you know. Get a nice tropical climate without the blistering heat. That's always a big plus. I had to talk to the food and beverages manager. He's a nice guy from England about last night's room service debacle, but it wasn't a big deal. I don't like to complain a lot. Ruins the whole experience of being here. Doing okay back there, Liz? You got swimming pools all over the place. We are going to go over this pool, and then we're going to keep walking until we get to the shore. And that'll give me a chance to check out the swimming pool. Okay. Okay, so swimming pool area, and we are still trying to get over to the ocean. Where do we go? Over here? Let's go over here. Looks like we can find it. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Brunei is a former British protectorate, for those of you who didn't know that, because the Brits used to rule Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei, because it's on the island of Borneo. And then the Dutch used to rule Indonesia, which also shares the island of Borneo. Brunei is a very, very, very small country, and I'll give you more specifics about that later. Yeah, but it's in a really nice location. And we're still trying to figure out how to get to the shoreline. Can't do it here. But this gives us a chance to see what this place is all about. Look at that. Ooh, there's a little park area over there near the water. And right over there, that's what I was just talking about. And over here we have the fountain. Great big swimming pool. Got enough swimming pools around here, and that's a good thing. Now we finally are at the shoreline. And I forgot to mention that this place has an 18-hole golf course that was designed by pro golfer Jack Nicklaus. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a dip in that. Beautiful. this is what living should be like for every single human being. Sound of the ocean waves, tropical weather, beautiful scenery. Yeah. Got the ocean breeze coming and hitting you in the face. Kind of counter the heat, which is not that humid. Yeah. I have to be near the water, folks. Growing up in the Midwest in the United States, the only water I saw were lakes and rivers like the Mississippi River, Ohio River. I didn't get to see the ocean until I became a certain age. Took a trip to Pensacola, Florida, and like everyone else, or most everyone else, I fell in love with the ocean. There is a coconut. Several coconuts on the beach. Check out these crab holes. Saw a crab earlier. I'm trying to get them to come out of there. Keep a little bit of sand in their hole and they'll come out. Oh, I saw one. Went back in. There is my travel companion. Beautiful girl. Hair blowing in the wind on the beach. Sound of the waves. Got a nice sexy walk. So we're gonna thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
We're going to take our thank you. We're going to take our cart back to Waterfall, which is the name of our building, and we're going to get some footage on it too. Okay. We're leaving the main building, reception area and everything. Better put on my sunglasses. Well, that's a nice little walk around the waterfront. Got some good footage there. Gonna try and create a Mini Dox film of my first Bruneian experience, which has been wonderful. Yes, yes, sir. Thank you. Right, yeah. So when you're at this resort, you can take these golf carts around, and it's nice when it's hot, you know. I mean, I like the exercise, I like to sweat, and as long as I have some water, some bananas, I'm okay. And it's not humid. It's hot, but it's not humid. And you got the ocean breeze hitting you 24/7 when you come outside, and you don't have the buildings, you know, to block it. So, a lot of good things about this resort. My only complaint so far was the room service issue last night, which I'll talk about later. But I spoke to the British gentleman in charge of food and beverages, and he's going to talk to his staff. So, exceptional customer service. Everything's been good. Today is all about the resort. Tomorrow is going to be all about exploring. Thank you. This is our place. Tomorrow is going to be all about going around, seeing all the top tourist attractions. Appreciate it, sir. So.
Borneo.
So after relaxing in our room, watching clips of my favorite movies, and having a Chinese lesson, and doing some other stuff, you know, catching up with the news and travel blog stuff, we're gonna go get us a massage at the spa, and we set up a 4:30 appointment for both of us to have a 1-hour massage. So I'll let everyone know how that was. When you come to these places, you got to take advantage of the amenities, everything that they have, you know, the add-ons, and you know, all the features and just luxuries that they offer at these places. So we're gonna go check out the massage at the spa and get us a massage, and hopefully it will be a good one. So peace out. All right, so we are on our way to the spa, and we're gonna hop onto our golf cart. And the nice driver. The screen is foggy. Let me clear that off there. There's another hello, ni hao ma. Whoa! They look Chinese. And let me put this, there we go. This is the low season, I believe, for Brunei, because not too many people here right now. I would say the high season is probably December through February, okay? And, but that's good because less people, lower prices, and it's good for us. So I'll give you a shot of our trip to this spa. No, why is this door open? Oh man. People in Brunei are really nice. You know, I haven't experienced any extremism or animosity toward Westerners or anything. You know, I know they passed some crazy laws on April 3rd, which is the same this month. You know, where this is April, but I have never, not yet. I haven't felt any kind of danger or anything that would make me not want to come back here or not recommend this place to anyone. Now, with respect to the laws, I'm going to talk about that later. I'm not going to do that now because I know they're controversial, and I do want to weigh in on it and tell people what I think about them. So, on our way to the spa is kind of out of the way. It's in a building that's a little bit further away from like the cinema and the reception area and the beachfront and all of that stuff. So we're kind of taking a little bit further of a trip. We left at 4. Our massage is at 4:30, and so we wanted to make sure that we got there early enough. Now they called us at 3:45 in the suite in the room, let us know that to remind us that we had a massage coming. So, I mean, this is what living is all about, man. Just living life to the fullest, maximizing your travels, getting a very good cultural education, understanding the rest of the world, and appreciating not only who these people are, but who you are, you know, as a person from your culture. And I firmly believe that every person should travel sometime in their life, because it's differences that causes people not to get along. And you're only going to be able to understand and appreciate another person's differences if you're forced to do that. Travel forces you to be open-minded. You can't be narrow-minded like you are back home. You have to be open-minded. And by being open-minded, you're able to understand other people. And by understanding other people, sometimes that helps you respect other people. We're here, we're going to get a spa, and peace out. We're going to get a massage, and these people look like nice folks. Recording a vlog. But I won't get your faces up close because I respect the privacy. We have a 4:30 massage, and so I'm going to leave it at that and cut the video. So we just each had a 1-hour massage, and it was great. You know, it was great. Well worth the money. And now we're going to head back to Waterfall, which is the name of our building. We're going to decide where we want to have dinner, and we're going to plan tomorrow's itinerary, going around town. And it's fogged up because I just had this camera inside of the air-conditioned building. Now we're outside where it's warmer weather. But yeah, it's a great time. If you come to this place, the Empire Country Club, you know, they have an 18-hole golf course that was designed by Jack Nicklaus, like I said earlier. And you have to try the spas, okay? The massages, they give you a choice of different kind of massages, different like pressures, you know, that they put on you that you can choose from, and different oils that you can choose from, and with the music and with the lighting and everything, it's just awesome. These people are highly trained. I highly recommend it. Our buggy is here, and we're gonna go decide where we want to eat over a nice alcoholic beverage, and then we're gonna go watch a movie later. So, peace out. So we're leaving the spa, and we're heading back to Waterfall, our building. And so I just wanted to record the trip. We're sitting on the back of the buggy, and yeah, so this gives me an opportunity to show you guys a little bit more of the resort. There is the South China Sea over there. You can barely see it. I'll get more footage of that Thursday before we leave, go back home. Very nice place here. The weather is beautiful. Got some birds over here. And there's not too many people here right now. Okay, so July is when the high season is when the most busiest month is, which is surprising because I figured it would be during the winter months, but he said July is when most people come here. So yeah, whatever. I know that in the Maldives it's December through February, or actually, yeah, late November to February is the high season. Okay, late November because November is the wettest month in the Maldives. So if you go like late November, then the wet season is ending, and you'll be able to probably score some pretty good deals right before the high season begins. So we have a golf course around us, and trying to figure out what we want to eat tonight. A lot of good food. No pork here. This is a very conservative Muslim country. Okay, a very small conservative Muslim country. So there's about 400,000 Bruneians, well, over 400,000, and so it's not too many people. Very similar to Malaysia, okay, because it's surrounded by Malaysia. It's like a country within Malaysia. And so it's very similar to Malaysia. If you're familiar with Malaysian culture, and we are on the island of Borneo, which is shared by Brunei, Malaysia, and Indonesia, all three Muslim countries, with Brunei being the most conservative Muslim country, and Malaysia and Indonesia being moderate Muslim countries that actually sell alcohol. Okay, so there is the Chinese restaurant that we ate at earlier, Ligong. And I think we're going to go to this Japanese restaurant that's nearby that they told us about. We got to find out where that's at. Close by. I thought about taking a dip in the pool, but I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, I like being in the room and enjoying the room and everything that the room has to offer with the room service and just the comfort of being in there. So here we are, back at Waterfall, and peace out. One thing, we're back here in the suite in our room and everything, but we had the massage, and that was a great massage, by the way. These people are highly trained, but he gave me the option to wear underwear, like the special kind of underwear, or to go nude. And with the new laws that were passed on April 3rd, that stipulate they're going to stone people for homosexual sex. The fact that he gave me the option to go nude, for him to give me a massage, an hour-long massage, that surprised me, because this is a very conservative Muslim country. But that just shows my ignorance on Asian culture, on Muslim culture, and with these resorts and how they coincide with the laws and everything. But it just kind of surprised me and everything. But I chose to wear the underwear, and it was a good massage. So yeah, time to get some food, and then I'm gonna go watch Pet Sematary, the remake of Pet Sematary with John Lithgow in it at the cinema here at the Country Club. All right, so it's our second full day here at the Empire Country Club. We had a great day yesterday. Got to see the South China Sea, the waterfront, and got to see a movie at the cinema that's here at the Country Club, and also had a really nice 1 hour long massage, and that was so relaxing. And then we finished off the evening with some beverages, in our room, because we have to keep it in our room. And this is alcohol that we brought in from Malaysia when we did our liquor run, whatever, and we got some wine and some beer, so it was a liquor run. And so now we're going to go out and explore the city and see all the top tourist attractions, all the mosques, and just all of the good sites that you see on all the touristy websites and stuff that you see on that, Wiki Travel and Lonely Planet, TripAdvisor, all that stuff. So we're going down to, I guess it would help if we hit the button, so it would take us down to the lobby. We're going to go out and check it out, and stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of good pictures and videos and information about what there is to see here in Brunei. So we're here on our ride, and we just left Waterfall, the building that we're staying in, and we're going to Royal Regalia, which is a museum here in Brunei. That'll be stop number one, and then we will walk around, make our way to everything else, and check it out. Man, the weather is nice here. It's hot, but it's not humid, and you get the ocean breeze hitting you, and man, I got my sunscreen on, of course, because I wanted to wear my tank top. I wasn't sure if I could wear tank tops, and if she could wear shorts, and you know what I mean, dress like Westerners here. I wasn't sure about that, and I asked about it. The driver that took me here from the airport a couple days ago, and he said it's cool. It's amazing what you learn about these places when you get here and you talk to people versus what you're hearing on Fox News, or CNN or BBC. There's just so much garbage out there on the news and on these travel bloggers, and the commentary and opinions, and a lot of it's not factual. It's just opinionated kind of stuff, and half truths and just misinformation. That's why it's always important to talk to people who are from a place, or visit the place yourself and talk to several people who are from there, and learn yourself firsthand experience. There's no substitute for firsthand experience. Okay, you will never ever have the same kind of cultural education learning about a place when you're not in that place. Okay, you might get a lot of information, you might learn a lot, but unless you're actually there and experiencing it firsthand, you're not going to get all of it. Okay, that's just the cold hard truth. No matter how smart you are, how smart you think you are, how much you think you know, or whatever, how educated you are, how much you studied. So yeah. Anyway, we're on our way to the museum, and we're gonna get some food before we do anything else. And all of our electronics are charged up, so we're ready to rock and roll. There's something about mosques that just inspire me. The architecture and the significance of them and all of that. It's just wow. So we had to exchange some money, okay, and we're here in the capital city, and we are going to head to Burger King. Believe it or not, they have Burger King, but you just can't buy pork here, all right? And so we got some money to spend on souvenirs because a lot of these side vendors, they do not, accept cards, so you have to have the local currency, Bruneian dollar. So now it's off for lunch, and then we're going to go check out the Royal Museum. So yeah, kicking off our day with in style here, going to Burger King. So the way you say the city is Bandar Seri Begawan, and I need to practice that. But it's the city that we're in right now, here in Brunei, and we're going to the Regalia Royal Museum, and it's just right down the road. So we just had our Burger King, it was good, and now it's time to go do some sightseeing. Okay? All right, I'm about to go into the mosque. Check it out, just like I did in Kuala Lumpur. Where's my friend at? Give me the camera. Give me the camera. I can use it. Just hang tight, okay? You got water? Stay in the shade. Thank you. I just signed the guest book. I'm in the National Mosque. Just like I was in Kuala Lumpur, had to wear the robe and everything. And this is fascinating to people from the USA because of all the stereotypes that they have of Muslim people. And I'm trying to break those stereotypes. Yeah. And increase tourism.
Yeah, tourism.
And so they can visit this wonderful country, right?
Okay, you can go in the chocolate carpet.
Okay.
Go to the chocolate carpet there.
Uh-huh.
You just stay there.
Uh-huh.
You can take photo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just stay on the chocolate carpet.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about this place? This is the National Mosque.
Yeah.
I was in the National Mosque in Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
I won't take a video of you for privacy reasons.
Yes,
I'll
okay.
just listen to your
It's
voice
okay.
while I get shots of the inside of the National Mosque. Tell me a little bit about this place, please. You don't have to tell me a lot, just a little
It's
bit.
built in 1954.
1954.
Yeah.
Was it built by the Sultan, his father?
Yes, it's father.
Okay. Okay. Wow. This
The
is
dome upstairs is the gold one. The dome
uh-huh.
is the gold one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The real gold.
Real gold.
Yes.
The dome of this place.
Yes, this
That's
place.
real gold.
Upstairs.
Okay. Okay. Wow. This place is amazing, and the fact that I can come in here.
This the marble from Italy.
Oh, Italy.
Real marble.
Marble
Real
from Italy.
Yes.
The black. You're talking about the black.
No, the chocolate.
The chocolate is marble from Italy.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Now that is awesome. Look at this place. Man,
nice.
I mean, just being in here is like surreal. You
Yeah,
understand?
yes.
Uh
This the Arabic.
huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
The symbol of the Arabic.
Yeah.
All the,
In Arabic.
You
I can
can
see
go.
it. Yeah, yeah.
You can go.
Let me zoom in and catch the Arabic writing. I can see it right there. Wow. So this is probably the most prominent place in all of Brunei, right?
Yes.
We are in the #1 tourist attraction, the number one most
the
most
number one in Brunei.
number one most prominent
most in Brunei.
location. Yeah, in Brunei. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't get your face. I can't see your face, and that's good. Privacy. I'm all about privacy.
Yes.
I'm one of those socially responsible tourists. Believe me.
Okay.
I'm not an arrogant American. At least I don't think I am. Other people do.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so I'm just making a joke.
Okay.
Shouldn't joke like that probably in here. Okay, so this way. Look at this. Ooh, stained glass windows,
Yes.
just like they have in the Christian churches. Okay, right. And marble pillars from Italy. That is cool, man. Oh, you know, I know a lot of people that wouldn't even step foot in this place.
Yes.
A lot of people that I know would never even step
Never
foot,
come.
never even come to Brunei, let
Yes,
alone
yes.
step foot in a mosque. Okay, I've been in
America.
several.
You come from America?
Yeah, USA, but I live in China. I've been in several mosques.
In China.
No, not in
You-
China.
you-
I've been in temples in China,
temples, yeah,
but I've never been in a mosque in China. Only
Yes,
in
yes.
Muslim countries, Indonesia,
Yes.
Malaysia, and now Brunei.
Brunei,
And I've also been to Dubai,
Dubai.
and Qatar. Okay,
It's very good. In Qatar Dubai is very good.
they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
Yes, very good.
Taj Mahal. I thought that was India.
Yeah, India.
Haven't
It's
been.
very good. Nice.
Is the Taj Mahal is
Yes.
that Muslim?
Yes.
Or is that
Taj
Hindi?
Mahal
Hindi?
is the most.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Taj Mahal is a mosque.
Yes.
Talking about the one in India.
Yeah,
Okay,
in
I didn't
India.
know that. I didn't know that. I knew there were Muslims in India, but
It's very good.
I know there's a lot of Hindu people there. Wow, look at that. Looks like 4 or 5 great big candles. Man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let me zoom in on that. Oh, that is amazing. And the top is made of gold. Is any of the trim in here made of gold as well?
No,
Only the dome.
Only the dome.
Only the dome on the outside.
Yeah.
Gold. Look at that, man. They have an escalator too. He's praying. There's somebody praying over there. I'm surprised that you guys let people take photos.
Yes.
I'm very surprised because
it's
Brunei is
okay.
a very conservative Muslim country, and I'm very surprised they let non-Muslims in here. But only that's another thing I want to ask. Non-Muslims are only allowed in here at certain times, right?
Yes.
Only allowed at certain times.
For the prayer.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
And I can only come in during certain times. So from other times, it's only for Muslim people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you?
Yes.
It's still recording. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna
Yeah.
show everybody that I have the gown on. You have to wear one of these when you come into the mosque.
Yeah.
In Kuala Lumpur, and I think a lot of mosques. Kuala Lumpur, I had to do it at the National Mosque. When I was in Kuala Lumpur, I had to wear one of these gowns.
Yes.
Okay, and I have to do it here too. So this is
And
customary
the-
Muslim Islamic attire. I'm trying to find the
Selangor is the biggest.
yeah, but I mean the gowns. This is
Yes.
customary
Yeah.
for Islam,
Yeah,
Islamic
so-
culture. Yeah. Okay, I have not done enough research on it.
Shah Alam is the most.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very good most day. In Shah Alam.
Wow, you have been an excellent tour guide.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. Oh, here's some books. Over here, like a little book library,
Yes.
little book depository thing. And yeah, wow. So this is the National Mosque. What is the? How do you say the name in Malay? Because they speak Malay in Brunei, right?
Masjid Omar Ali Saifuddin.
That's the name in Malay.
Yes.
Okay. What's the name in English? Because this was a former British protectorate country.
The Mosque Omar Ali Saifuddin.
Okay.
Yeah, Masjid Omar Ali.
So even in English, it's hard to say.
Yes. Same.
Like the name of the city,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. Yeah, for me it is. But wow, man, that is awesome. Okay, this is the National Mosque here in Brunei. If you come to Brunei, the name of the city is Biri. How do you say the name of the city?
Bandar Seri Begawan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bandar
Seri Begawan.
City Begawan
Yes.
is the capital city.
The capital city.
Of Brunei, and you cannot miss the National Mosque. It's got the big gold dome on the top, and you can come in and take these tours and have this gentleman give you the lowdown on what's going on with this place. Just being in here, the way I feel being in here is just feels really cool, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna get some pictures, videos, and I got to get out of here because my time limit is almost up because it's getting to be where non-Muslims cannot come in here. So I got about 5 minutes left. I got to get out of here and make way for the Muslims so they can come in and pray and do their religious service. And right. So stay tuned. More to come. And peace out. Brunei.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the tour. I appreciate it.
Yes.
It's getting to be time where I have to get out of here because I'm non-Muslim and
Yeah,
I got to make way for the
yeah.
Muslims. You got to respect the local culture,
Yes. Okay.
and that's not just the local culture. That's the national culture.
Yes.
And so I'm on my way out. I'm going to take off this wonderful gown that I was able to wear. Got a lot of good footage of the inside of the National Mosque, and man, this is the highlight of my trip. Straight up. There's the door, and I'm getting out of here.
Oi.
So, peace out. This place is fascinating, the National Mosque here in Brunei, the capital city. Beautiful, man. Mosques are beautiful places. The architecture, the color, the people, you know, everything. Wow. Amazing. I can't believe they let me inside. But I was able to come in during the special time frame that allows non-Muslims to come in. So, why do I say that? Because Brunei is a tolerant place, okay? It is a tolerant place. They did pass some controversial laws on April 3rd, which I'll talk about later. I'm not going to talk about it right here. There's a time and a place for everything. But Bruneian people are friendly people. There's not been any animosity toward me or my friend. Neither of us are Muslim and neither of us are from Brunei, okay, or from Muslim countries. So I'll talk a lot more about that later, but this place is amazing. The top, which you can't see from here, the dome is made of solid gold. And wow, yeah. So, National Mosque, Brunei. Well, it appears there's one thing that Bruneians have in common with myself, or that I have in common with them. We like horses. Wish I could hop on and take a ride. around, but I am not going to do that. Stealing a horse in New York City is one thing, doing it in Brunei is another thing altogether. We are here at the Royal Museum. We're using an umbrella too because it's so hot. It's actually hers. Just let me borrow it. Oh, here we go. Royal Regalia Museum. Okay, we had to take our shoes off, of course, and we're trying to get some sandals because we're barefoot. We're at the Royal Museum, and we're going to check this place out. So. So we went to coffee house and sat down, had some water, had some cold coffee, and now we're going to go to the waterfront, get some shots of that. It's cloudy now, so the sun's not, cooking us like fried eggs out here. So got plenty of sunscreen on and everything, but it's still warm. But it's all good. Don't get to come to Brunei every day, so I want to make the most of it, and if I have to get sunburned to do that, I'll do that. So we're back where we started, and now we need to go see the waterfront, so footage of that coming up. Alright, so we decided to take a boat ride around. What's the name of this river? This river, what's the name of this river? Okay, and we're taking a boat ride around for just 20 Bruneian dollars. That's less than 20 US dollars, so we're getting a pretty good deal. And yeah. Alright, so we're going to get some footage of this river on this beautiful spring Bruneian day.
bet you'll take it into her side. La 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 la. Over the hills and far from hard, she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Bandar Seri Begawan. I need more practice saying that. You guys know I can't never say any of these names right. I do practice. Eventually I get it, but it just takes a while. I just don't have the tongue, to pronounce some of these names. But I do get it right eventually. It just takes some practice, more and more for me. We had a great time in the capital city of Brunei, and it's my friend's birthday. And this is my birthday gift to her. And we took a boat ride, to wrap things up before we went to the sandwich shop. And the boat ride I think was probably better than the National Mosque and the Royal Museum that we saw. And we saw a lot of cool stuff here. And it's not a very big city. And again, there's only about 400,000 Bruneian people, okay, and they speak Malay. We're kind of sandwiched within Malaysia, so everything's similar to Malaysia, of course. So we're heading back to the resort. We're going to soak up some more of that, the country club resort. And tonight is going to be a special night because it's Liz's birthday, and I'm going to take care of some blog stuff, personal stuff. She'll take care of some personal stuff too, and then tomorrow we'll head out after spending about a half a day at the country club. I'm going to see if they'll let me get some drone footage of the country club for promotional purposes, and if not, that's cool. I totally respect that. So man, and you can see a shot of the river that we went on earlier. We took a river cruise. We were right close to this bridge that we just crossed in the boat. So plenty of footage of that. And with that said, on our way to the resort, we're going to kick back, relax, and have a wonderful romantic evening. I'm not a very romantic kind of guy, but I try to be. So we're going to have a good evening nonetheless, and peace out. Hello and welcome to beautiful Brunei. That's right, I'm here in Brunei, the same place that was criticized this very month in April, on April 3rd, for passing very old school traditional Shariah laws that I will go over here in a second, and I will also give my commentary about what I think about those laws and my advice to certain individuals who either want to come to Brunei, have considered coming to Brunei. First of all, I planned my Bruneian trip several months before I even knew about these laws that were going to come into effect. And since, you know, my goal is to travel to every country in the world, I can't just cross out Brunei. Okay, I have to come here. So it was already on my list. I'd already prepared for it. Obviously, I didn't do enough research. The laws kind of popped up the same month that I was actually planning on coming here, and I kept it all on the down low with my travel companion because for safety reasons, you know, I wasn't sure how, you know, with the new laws, how receptive they were going to be to non-Muslims, and how welcome I would be, you know, being here as an American tourist and as a non-Muslim American tourist. So, you know, I was very careful with my planning, like I always am. Better to be safe than to be sorry. But my time here has been awesome. It's been awesome. I didn't break any of the laws. I didn't plan on breaking any of the laws. But I do want to go over some of those laws, okay? And they are controversial from a United Nations perspective, maybe not from a conservative Muslim's perspective. So depending on who you are and who your value system is, and what your value system is, you know, you're either going to agree with them or not agree with them. But either way, if you're here, even if you don't like the laws, you should respect those laws, okay? Especially with, you know, the punishments that they do hand out for breaking some of those laws. We're going to go over that here in a second. First of all, let me tell you just some general information about Brunei. Okay, it's a very small country on Borneo Island, which is also shared by Malaysia and Indonesia. This is a very tropical place, beautiful. The vegetation, the wildlife, the birds, the climate. You can see the right there, the South China Sea at the resort where we're at right here, the Empire Country Club. It's actually a country club with an 18-hole golf course that was designed by Jack Nicklaus, very famous. It's won several championships. Brunei is officially called the Nation of Brunei, the Abode of Peace, and I think it's a really cool name. It's just something about that name that I like, you know. It's just got appeal to it. It's only about 2,200 square miles, you know, in size. There's two different parts. You know, if you look at the map, it's on the northern part of Borneo, facing the South China Sea. And I think Malik is the name of the Malaysian province that it sets within, you know, landlocked. Not landlocked because part of it, you know, does border the water, but it is within Malaysia, okay, that province. And so the culture is very similar. They speak Malay here. You know, Malaysia is also a Muslim country, a moderate Muslim country, not a conservative Muslim country. Malaysia and Indonesia both are moderate Muslim countries. That's what I call it. I mean, that's what the other people say. I don't know much about Islam and, you know, the Quran and all that stuff, but I just know what I've read, you know, and researched. So this is a conservative Muslim country, and it has a population of about 423,000 people. It's not very big. It's not many people that live here. And at the peak of the Bruneian Empire, Sultan Bolkiah reigned from 1485 to 1528, okay, and had control over most of the regions of Borneo. And now there's not much to Brunei. It's very small. Okay, during the 19th century, the Bruneian Empire began to decline. You had a European colonialism. Speaking of which, in 1888, Brunei became a British protectorate and was assigned a British resident, who assigned a British resident as a colonial manager in 1906. Okay, Brunei gained its independence from the UK not too long ago, 1st of January 1984. Okay, GDP, the gross domestic product, increased 56% from 1999 to 2008. Okay, this is a very oil-rich country, which is where the country gets most of its wealth. It does make money off of tourism, of course, but oil is the cash cow here. That's the big cash industry. It has developed from wealth extensively petroleum and natural gas fields. Forbes ranks Brunei as the 5th richest nation in the world. Okay, and it's not that big, but it's the 5th richest nation in the world. As far as tourism, okay, Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque, which is the national mosque, we checked that out yesterday. They actually let me go inside during the time frame where non-Muslims were allowed to go in there. I was able to talk to a guy, get some pictures and videos. I can't believe they let me do that, but they did. Same thing in Kuala Lumpur. I went to the National Mosque in Kuala Lumpur when I was there. It was 2017. I went there. Same trip I went to Bangkok, and I was able to go to the National Mosque in Kuala Lumpur, and that was awesome. Same thing, I had to put on a gown, you know, like I did here, and just really fascinating a very fascinating experience. You know, the inside of it is awesome. The top of it is solid gold. You know, the dome of the mosque, and you can see it from anywhere in Brunei. You can see that mosque pretty much. You have Istana Nurul Iman, which is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei. He's the man. Okay, he's the one calling the shots here. This, you know, it is a royalty. You have Juridong Park. You also have the Brunei Museum, which we were able to check out, and the Billionth Barrel Monument. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff to see and do here. This is a beautiful place that we're staying at, the Empire Country Club. And you know, as far as the laws, which is one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video, I wanted to let everyone know about my own personal experience as a non-Muslim American, okay, here. And I'm not going to say anything about my friend, you know, for privacy, not safety, but for privacy. You know, I don't want to, you know, mention other people in this video. So the Brunei laws are very strict. Okay, most of them are based on, you know, the Quran and Sharia law. But I want to say something before I tell you about the laws. It's not as scary here as everybody thinks it is. I mean, really all you have to do is just respect these laws, and you can have a great time here. But the problem with a lot of tourists is you know, they don't care. They just do whatever they want. They find ways to break the law. They find ways to bring things into the country that they shouldn't bring in. They don't respect the local culture. They just act stupid and they get in trouble. Sometimes that leads to jail, sometimes it leads to deportation, sometimes it leads to death. So first and foremost, you don't have to like the laws, okay, of a place, of a country, but you have to respect them. If you come here, if you don't, you're going to risk facing the consequences. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear. It's not easy for me to come to places like this and have an open mind. I come from a small Midwestern town, okay, in the American Midwest, and you know, coming to places like this, it requires me to compromise my own values and think outside, you know, my own reality, okay, to be able to accept. I don't have to like it, but I have to accept it and respect, you know, the culture and the laws and all of that stuff. So there is discrimination against women, okay. That's been noted by a lot of Western people who have come here. At the same time, rape charges can get you up to 30 years in prison and no fewer than 12 lashes with the cane. Okay, so there is discrimination against women, but there's also protections for women for rape, okay, with respect to rape. It does not include spousal rape as long as the spouse is under 13 years of age. The female is as long as the female is not under 13 years of age. Sex with a female under 14 years of age is considered rape and is punishable up to 30 years in prison and no fewer than 12 lashes with a cane. Okay, that's for non-married females. As of April 3rd, 2019, which is this month, just a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, okay, because it's April 25th today, okay, the law was passed. Sex between two men is punishable by stoning, death, okay? You'll be stoned to death in front of a group of Muslims, okay? Sex between women is punishable by 40 lashes of the cane, okay, and up to 10 years in prison. Theft, if you steal something, if you're caught stealing something, they will cut off your hands and your feet, okay, depending on the crime, how serious it is. It's punishable by amputation of your limbs, your hands and your feet. Again, this is a reflection of Sharia law. I'm not going to quote the verses, okay, the scripture in the Quran, because I didn't do that much research, but I am telling you what the law stipulates. The law came into force in phases, which began in 2014, okay? So this was like the final phase of those several phases that began in April 22nd of 2014. Stoning is a punishment for sexually related crimes, adultery, sex between two men, those kinds of crimes, okay? Rape even, you can get stoned, okay? The death penalty can be applied for, all right, I want you to listen up. The death penalty can be applied for defamation of Muhammad, insulting verses of the Quran and Hadith, blasphemy, declaring oneself a prophet or a non-Muslim, robbery, rape, adultery, sodomy, extramarital sexual relations for Muslims, okay, and of course murder. Now, let me make something clear. These laws mostly pertain to Muslim people. That's what they're mostly written for, is for Muslim people. But that doesn't mean that people like me are exempt from these laws, okay? The reason why I say that is because they would probably be less likely to punish someone who is, how do I say it? Someone who is not Muslim and who is a visitor and who is from a Western country. Probably would have, they would look at people like us differently than what they would a Muslim from Brunei when it comes to a court of law, okay? That's not to say that we're exempt from these laws, but these laws do apply mostly to Muslim people, and mostly Muslim people who are in Brunei, who are Bruneian, okay? And again, there's only about a little over 400,000 Bruneian people. So, you have to respect the laws, okay, if you're here, regardless of who you are. I was just throwing that little side note in there, just to let you know it's not the same really for everybody. Everybody has to obey the law, everybody can be punished, but they may look at a Muslim and a non-Muslim differently, okay? Since it is Sharia law based on the Quran scripture. All right, now, I want to say something about these celebrities, these American celebrities. George Clooney. I like George Clooney, the actor. I don't like George Clooney, the activist. You know, he made a remark that, what was it, 9 international resorts need to be boycotted. Okay. One thing I want to make clear about him and Rupert Colville, if that's how you say it, of the United Nations, I admire what these guys are doing, and I understand why they're doing it, but I don't think that they're really doing it for the right reasons. George Clooney or other celebrities who are backed by millions of fans, they're going to follow these people blindly, and they're not hurting the Sultan of Brunei. They're not hurting the people who imposed these laws. They're hurting the common man, the common people, the common folk who rely on the tourism industry worldwide. Okay, the Bruneians who are going to school, working in tourism-related, businesses, hotels, restaurants, who are run by Bruneian, money. The boycotts, they're hurting those people. They're not hurting the royalty here. That's who you're hurting. You're hurting the common person when you're a celebrity and you have a voice and you're backed by millions and billions of fans who follow you blindly. You're telling them, boycott these people, boycott their businesses, and you're putting a lot of people out of work. You're hurting a lot of people. And I just want to, I feel I have a conviction to say that because, George Clooney, other celebrities, they have a lot of money. And a lot of people here in Brunei do not, okay? The wealth goes only to certain individuals at the top, And so, I just have to, I kind of feel that's not the best way to go about it. And with the rise of Islamophobia and also the rise of homophobia, I think it's important if you're going to protest another country's laws, because this is their country, okay? If you're going to protest another country's laws, you've got to be very careful about how you do it so that it's not provocative and it doesn't hurt people. And you can, advocate for change without making yourself look better at the expense of the commoners who rely on the tourism industry to survive and to feed their families. Okay, now that's just a personal note. Okay, I don't agree with the laws, but you better damn well believe that I respect the laws, okay, while I'm here. And it's hard for me to say that again, okay, because of where I come from and how I was raised, okay? So, Brunei, my own personal experience here has been wonderful. The people have been friendly. You don't have to be afraid when you come here. You gotta respect. You gotta respect the people. You gotta respect the laws. If you don't like it, don't come here. Don't come here if you don't like it. But you don't have to bust on these people. You don't have to blame all of them for the laws that are passed by their government. I don't agree with the laws in China, some of them. I don't agree with some of the laws in the United States. But I don't blame everybody. I don't blame all people who live there for those laws that are being passed by just a few people. Okay? If you don't like it, you don't have to go there. Okay? But you don't have to, cause trouble by calling for boycotts and making people look bad, to make yourself look and feel better. Okay? Now, you can translate that any way you want. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do something. And, we had this Easter, bombing that just happened, which was retaliation for the 49 Muslims who were killed at the 2 mosques in New Zealand not too long ago. So when people get in the media and they start saying things, they're going to provoke people and they're going to cause more problems. Okay, so with that said, Brunei is, in my book, Brunei is a good place but it's a very unique place with very strict laws. It's not for everybody, okay? I'm not going to tell anybody that they're not allowed to come here, that they shouldn't come here, but be conscious of the laws, okay? With that said, this is about a 15-minute video. If you are open-minded and if you don't mind the laws, come visit Brunei. It's a wonderful place. If you don't want to visit Brunei, visit Malaysia, right next door. You can see the same thing, pretty much the same culture without all the strict laws, okay? I have friends from all different backgrounds. I have Muslim friends, I have homosexual friends. I know people all over the world. I have friends all over the world. So when I make these videos, I try to be careful about how, you know, because I don't like to get political. I don't, but I have to, since I'm here. And these laws have caused a lot of fuss, okay, among people. And I don't want everybody to be scared of this place. It's not a bad place. It's just, it's their country and it's their laws. And you have to respect them or you shouldn't come, okay? So we're heading out and going back home, going back to work. Brunei, come check it out or don't come check it out. But country number 41. Peace out. Well, we are checking out, leaving Waterfall. That's the building we stayed in, and I just made like a 15-minute video about my thoughts about Brunei and the culture, the laws, and the people, and you know, I think it's a wonderful place overall. We just got to respect the laws, okay, and the culture. So this is a wonderful place. The Empire Country Club. Didn't play any golf, but it is a very nice place. Very big. So they have all these like extended golf carts that you ride around everywhere. And we're going to the main lobby right now so I can settle the bill that I owe for room service and all of that stuff. And because I didn't put a deposit down when I checked in. That is a mean Jeep. So we're heading to the airport. We're gonna go to Malaysia, fly to Malaysia, and fly back to China. So yeah, it's a good time, and I'm gonna post a lot of videos and pictures, and there's gonna be an article about it. Interesting article, okay, because a lot of it will have to do with the laws, you know, that were passed, and my 2 cents about all of it. So we're here, and we're about to get out. Got to check out and head to the airport, and peace out, Brunei. This is the airport mosque. You're at the airport, okay, and this is one of the tourist attractions here in Brunei. Just kind of wanted to give you a shot of what the inside of the Brunei airport looks like. Nice, you know. And we're gonna go have us a coffee, at least I am, over there at the coffee bean and tea leaf, which you see all throughout Asia. You know, those are everywhere. So this is a nice airport. Just want to give you kind of a view of what it's like. Our flight is at 3:30. We have about 3 hours, so we're gonna chill and kind of recap. Do some accounting, you know, kind of calculate our expenses, my expenses, and got a 40-minute flight to go to Kamanalu, and then we're both going to head back home. So, Brunei.